Excuse the mess. Just got back from a 2-mile walk and an hour change workout. Anyway, back to the Boston butt pork shoulder barbecue sauce that we're about to make. Got the juice and the cooking liquid and all the stuff that I cooked the Boston butt with, which were baby bell peppers, onions, brown sugar, a little bit of molasses, and a can of Rotel. And I put it in the refrigerator so all the fat would coagulate and come to the top so I could skim it off the sauce before I blended it up. And this probably isn't all of it, but it's most of it. So we're not going to get all the bad stuff, or most of the bad stuff. At least that's the plan. We're getting most of it out of here anyway. Gotta have a little fat for the flavor. Right? But that ice bath worked out pretty good.
This is the ice bath. He put some ice and water in a stock pot and then sat that pot down in it. And we put it in the freezer while we went to the gym and on our walk. And now he's getting the fat off the top of the sauce, the liquid.
And we're gonna blend this down and cook it down just for a few minutes, a little while, I don't know how long, just till the consistency gets somewhere thick. We're gonna blend it up first. In the blender. This came out pretty good.
This is the roast after it cooked all morning.
Yeah, turned out pretty good. It's a little tender, I guess. Tender enough.
It's
really
delicious.
All right, we'll be back in a minute. And there's this, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's the sauce in the blender. If you can tell, lighting is poor in our kitchen. So we're just gonna cut it up.
We'll blend until it gets to the right consistency.
About 5 minutes worth. All right, here's the finished product. It's a little loose, but I'm gonna cook it down for just a little while. And then I'm gonna add a little flour to this and mix it up while it's cold so it won't be lumpy. For those of you who need to learn how to make gravy without lumps, that's how you do it. Or how to thicken something without lumps. Put some flour in the same liquid when it's cold. Dissolve it, stir it up. Heat the sauce up. Take it off the heat once it's boiling. Add your flour and sauce mixture. Put it back on the heat and bring it back to a boil. Cook it for 5 minutes to cook the flour out. And that'll give you a thickened sauce without any lumps. Bob's done it.
He's not talking to me, y'all, because I don't cook.
And just bring it up to heat. Don't let it scorch. You gotta watch it. Stir it. We'll be back in a minute. All right, there's the flour. And a little bit of the barbecue sauce. Blend it together while it's cold. No lumps. Now you pour this in the other barbecue sauce. After it cooks down, bring it to a boil. Pour it in there, take it off the heat. Pour it in there, then put it back on the heat, bring it up to a boil for at least 5 minutes to cook out the flour taste. Keep reducing it down. The longer you cook it, the thicker it'll get and give you a good consistency. If you want to take it another step after that, you can run it through a sieve and make it even finer. But I think it'll be a good consistency for the meat without doing that. But we'll see. Alright, we're to a boil now. I don't know if you can see that or not, but now she's boiling. You can see the consistency, still very loose. A lot of people like loose barbecue sauce like this. We don't. I'm going to show you how to fix that in just a minute after it reduces a little bit more. Okay, it's dark. Alright, take it off the boil. Get your mixture of flour and the earlier sauce. Pour it in there and stir. Stir, 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 stir. You don't stir, it'll lump up. Get all that out of there. Alright. You already see the consistency of it changing now. You bring this to a boil for 5 minutes, let the flour cook out. And it should be really, really thick, luxurious, have a nice mouthfeel, and be like barbecue sauce. One way to test, make sure you're getting the consistency you want, is if it leaves a line on the back of the spoon. What does that mean? Line on the back of the spoon. Getting good and thick. Hold that phone. Alright, we're pouring this into a container.
Whoops.
Scaring me, man.
Alright, I got it now. Ow! Ha ha ha! Ow, seriously?
Oh, taking in my bottle.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're back.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
But it was pretty funny.
First container we used for the sauce, let's just say, wasn't ready for the hot. For the heat. Nobody got burned. Too bad. Anyway, remainder of the sauce, you can see how much thicker it's gotten, and it still needs to cool off, but consistency is completely different now. And the cooler it gets, the thicker it'll get, the more it will begin to look like conventional barbecue sauce. You can see it coats the spoon. And pretty damn good. Ooh, pretty good. I'm sorry. Sorry. Revert back to my heating ways. Here's the bottle we put it in. It's a sriracha bottle. You see the bottom herniated a little bit because the sauce was so hot. I don't know if you can catch that on there or not. It's supposed to be flat. It ain't flat. Keep it straight. Oh, there we go.